Welcome to On the Story. It's Thursday, April 24th, and the final day of the National Prescription Drug Abuse Summit in Atlanta. I'm Bobby Batista.
And I'm Bill Nigut. According to the Centers for Disease Control, based right here in Georgia, prescription drug abuse has reached epidemic proportions.
That was the subject of several presentations this week at the RX Drug Summit. Debbie Dowell is the team leader of the prescription overdose program at the CDC. She says educating doctors is key to solving this problem because she believes many physicians are overly optimistic about the effectiveness of painkillers and their risks.
This problem has been building for more than a decade, and it's going to take substantial efforts to turn it around, but we need to do so quickly because we can't continue to lose the number of people we're losing to this epidemic.
But this story is about more than just studies or statistics. It's about real Georgians. Our Claire Sims sat down with a Georgia woman who is now raising her granddaughter because of what she calls a huge hole in her family.
Let me see if I can find some more of John and Lindsay real quick.
Ina Bryce scrolls through her phone, showing off favorite photos of her daughter, Lindsay Wallace. Growing up in Catoosa County, Wallace was a good student, a softball player, and active in church.
My middle daughter, Lindsay, she met John in high school, and they were high school sweethearts. They were planning to get married.
Wallace and fiancé Jonathan Tinker welcomed their daughter Lily into the world in 2009. Bryce says the young family was incredibly happy, but then a motorcycle accident nearly cost Tinker his leg. Doctors prescribed him powerful painkillers, and that changed all of their lives forever. Bryce says both Wallace and Tinker became addicted to prescription drugs.
She was a bright young lady, very bright and beautiful. It took her from that to an 80-pound person that looked like she had been in a concentration camp.
Wallace is now in a state rehabilitation facility after law enforcement arrested her for possession last summer. But Bryce believes her daughter's rehab road will be longer than most. Wallace is dealing with both the addiction and unimaginable grief. John Tinker lost his battle with drugs in March 2012.
It's been a horrible nightmare simply because of these drugs. This would have never in a million years happened to my daughter, to John, and to Lily if it had not been for these drugs. It would not. Our family would still be whole.
Bryce says Lily is the only bright spot in this terrible tragedy, but she hopes one day soon her granddaughter will be the spark that will ignite Wallace's successful recovery. In Ringgold, Claire Sims, On the Story.